everybody, and welcome back to Quested. Mikey Malikowski here. I am lone wolfing this intro for today. We will be back to business as usual next week. But I wanted to do the little recap, just so it isn't just dropping you in, because that's what happens with part ones and part twos. But yeah, let's do a little recap. Last time, Unquested. In the immediate fallout of Cromwell's plans, Blint described the public perception of the villa at the heart of the Key Close back home in Entropica. Glitch met Tulip Moonscar, the bartificer and court mage of Crescent City, while healing the wounded from the attack. Meanwhile, Isaac was stabilizing Oberon 4 floors up. The gang then returned to the Eye of the Villa Tavern to indulge in some leisure activities, and, after a semi-awkward conversation getting to know one another, Blint and Glitch finally met Derek. And through gritted teeth, they stumbled through that conversation too. It was then they ventured out on their own personal journeys, having free time until they were legally recognized as heroes of the realm. Isaac had a heart-to-heart with the Queen over her brother Rorian's plans to anathema, and the unjust sentencing of Quentin Taylor, Isaac's friend. Glitch met with Tulip and her father, inventor Hugo Moonscar, in hopes to find more about his innate abilities in makeup. And Blint dealt with the consequences of Crudgelin's actions. We pick up on part 2 during this 2-week waiting period. Glitch, just beginning his training with the leader of the Order of the Ashen Moon, Bex, and his new mentor, Tulip, Blint embarking on various humanitarian efforts, and Isaac finally digging into the books he nabbed from Seraphinius' chamber. Now that we're caught up, back to you boys. Isaac, you spend your time in this library going through the books, and I'm going to tell you quickly, because we're just going to get this speeding along. The 3 books that you have, from what I remember, I know I said that there was the book that had this almost like choral hum to it, and was like bleeding, essentially. That one is kind of, ironically, the easiest to decipher, written in Elvish, which you know, right?
Yeah, I know Elvish.
Written in Elvish. Looks a lot of the language is like Shakespearean, like it's ancient. Nice. So it was written.
Isaac's a little out in it.
You would date it probably around like the first age.
Oh fuck.
So it's quite old. And it has a title. In the first little like paragraph, it says "Bound in Torment." That is your introduction. Bound in Torment. Essentially, it reads as a guide to 2 things. Contacting some extraplanar entity called the Pale King, who has been known to bestow, like, basically like magic gifts to people.
As Isaac's reading it, he's like, "Oh, I'd like a gift, I think."
And you just keep getting flashbacks to being like beaten in the Forest of Cats and shit, and you're just like,
I need this. Yeah. I deserve this. I mean, after that day, like shit.
And you're like,
I deserve a power, you know.
The
Talking to himself, he's like pacing around the room.
You're pacing, like holding this like bloody book, and it's like letting out this like constant like oh, but it like you eventually get used to it. It almost is like meditative music. And not only is it a guide to a ritual to contact the Pale King to receive a gift, which is ominous, and the language, the verbiage is very different from modern day Elvish. So gift also seems like it could be like like a non-translatable word to common of like catch-22. But you can't tell if that is just ancient Elvish or just a common phrase of it, because gift also is very similar to the root word.
Billy Elvish.
Billy Elvish. And also you find halfway through it, the book kind of reads very dry, ironically for a bloody book.
Yeah.
And halfway through it starts doing a guide to a necromantic spell. And you realize, oh shit,
Spooky.
This is like a fucking blueprint, so I can copy this and make scrolls of this spell.
Spooky.
And as you're reading further, does he start copying that shit like instantly.
Yeah.
So you're copying
100%.
You're copying it down to like scroll paper with like you have like so much fucking ink and like scroll paper. And you're copying this spell down. It doesn't have a name, not explicitly stated. And as you're going through it, you feel weak. Like something, it's hard to explain. It seems like almost like something's jumping out of your chest, but making you exhausted. Like you're in like a really hot room, but the room hasn't changed. And make a Arcana check for me.
I got 13.
13. It feels like you're just so fucking tired. And do you keep pressing on?
No, I think Isaac's a baby. He's like, oh, I'm so exhausted.
It feels foreboding as shit. Then you flip the page. Because you were just copying that page down, you flip the page to look ahead, and it says, "The soul is the gateway to to fuel the power of this spell," which you've never heard of that before. This is news to you that souls can power spells, and that the gateway will bring the Pale King forth. So, which you loosely translate as, "Oh shit." When I copy this spell down to a scroll, it uses like a bit of my soul and brings the Pale King further to this plane.
Isaac stops after he reads that and kind of puts his fingers together and leans back into the chair. Don't like the sound of that.
And you notice it is separate from the ritual to get a gift from the Pale King. This is an elaboration on like a different thing in the book, written by some like anonymous mage.
Maybe I shouldn't. Yeah, I shouldn't. I rip up the paper I was writing it on.
Okay. And the red book that you picked up, or purple, I don't know. It was some just flat colored book.
It's purple, I think.
Purple. This book is called Ruminations on Azamin by Anonymous. This tome is likely dated around the Second Age, the Age of Adventure, in which this anonymous adventurer proposes several theories onto the whereabouts of Azamin the Lost Machine, a legendary warrior that fought off and sealed the Ancients. The Ancients of Ismunda are very different than the usual Ancients, in that they were warped by mortal influence and almost worshipped as gods in ancient Ismunda. And because of this, it changed, and given true names and such, and this changed their being and turned them kind of evil and wicked. Some believe Azamin graduated to Elysium, finally finding heaven. Some believe him to be lost in the Feywild, having found his ancestral home. And there are various claims of ghostly Azamin sightings throughout the rolling hills in Arsene and several off the coast of Carathuan. This is all just like, you realize it's just like hearsay. It's just denoting various sightings and ideas on where he could be.
It's like someone put together a book of like, where the fuck could this guy be?
Yeah, like someone was just like, I got ideas, man.
Yeah, okay.
But it does
sick.
describe like the ancient tale of Azamin, this like legendary blade singer wizard who found the Frost Forge up north in Arsene and christened it by fucking melding his armor to himself. And sounds metal as fuck, quite literally. And he fought and sealed these ancients and then was lost to the mortal plane.
Holy shit.
His true name is the Pee Pee Poo Poo Man.
Yeah. Literally.
And the last book, you find with the golden book with all the runes on it, is indecipherable. You ask like the librarian there and like the historian librarian person there, and they say it's probably of Goliath text, but they can't be sure because they can read Goliath and they can't read that. But it looks very similar to Goliath runes. It just isn't Goliath. But they believe it to be kind of like, not even ancient, like primordial, like pre-civilization on Ismunda. And that They ask to use it for further, like to keep it in the library for further.
No, it's mine. Bro.
Oh, okay. All right.
I called dibs, like,
Okay.
bro, Jesus.
Lord above. Oh,
I'll bring it back if I don't want it. I
okay.
mean,
Yeah. I was just asking because I can look into it more.
I can look into it too. I mean,
Oh, all right. I'm not doubting that. I'm gonna go
Isaac
elsewhere.
storms off.
So to just get this going,
Mhm.
you do the ritual.
Yeah, it really bugs Isaac that he can't read it, and he's like, maybe if I made a deal to be able to read everything, that would solve my problems. Fuck yes, I'm gonna do that. And he starts doing the ritual to get a gift.
Okay, where are you doing this ritual?
Same room.
Same room, just in the library. You have like your own little like nook.
Yeah, I imagine there's like a
There's little
private
rooms.
office.
Yeah, there's like private study rooms and such. So you're in this like private study room, and you like fucking bring like candles and like baggie of like lamb's blood. Yeah, that's awesome. And you like the candle light that is in there flickers violently, turns black, and shuts out with just the moonlight flickering through the window of this study room. And this table has these intricate runes written in lamb's blood and nightshade, and just this the shadows coalesce to create like this pale visage that looks like it's created in the smoke of the black flame and coalesced with the shadow to create with the moonlight this image of this like I don't even know, like 5 foot long pale face. Its eyes are black, sunken in, and it has no real facial features besides a crooked, bloody mouth. And
Isaac's in fucking shock. He's like,
it speaks.
What do you ask of me?
fuck. Oh, Pale King, please grant me the gift to be able to read everything.
And it's gone. And then you feel a hand on your back as it scrapes across with long fingers to the back of your neck, breaking skin. And it burns like someone branded you. And you pass out, wake up, and it is daytime. The guy fully left you alone after your dispute.
Yeah.
And you wake up and you look at the golden book now, and you can read the title.
Yes! Holy shit! Oh fuck! I should seal this book away or something. I cover up the bloody book.
And the golden book reads Valarian, A History.
Valarian?
Volume 1.
The mixtape. Volume 1.
Wait, Valarian what?
Valarian, A History, Volume 1. And, okay, with that, we will go back to Blint. A couple days have passed in this week. You have spent the time getting to know the people of the Church of the Pantheon. You've made friends. The woman that runs the place, Kalaya, is extremely wonderful to you. She's this tiefling woman with like purple skin, this flowing like reddish hair, wears like very like loose garment, and has been like working with you to kind of rival the Keyclose's bigotry with acceptance.
Yeah.
And basically picketing against the Church of the Keyclose now, which they
But
weren't
they
doing.
are also a religion?
They welcome all religions to be practiced in their building.
Oh, okay.
So they're like a catch-all.
Yeah. Okay.
Non-denominational type beat. And we'll just, did you have anything in mind that Blint would specifically do with Crudge through this 2-week journey leading up into the trial and the award ceremony? What's a little wacky adventure that they would have gotten on?
Like having to do with the church or just
in general? I just was like stating that you like were doing stuff with the church,
okay.
but also you have this time.
Let's see.
Crudge, you definitely, I will say, and if you are down, you filled out a recommendation letter for Crudge to get into Saga Meadows University.
Okay, yeah, he definitely did that.
He definitely did that.
He signed it, Hero of the Capital, Blint R. Beastwood.
Oh shit, Robinette.
Blint Robert Beastwood.
Blint Robert Beastwood. I love that. BRB.
Wait.
And then he goes, and disappears. He's like, BRB. And then Blint just disappears into the night.
So you is there anything you had in mind specifically?
Nothing specific.
So
They'd probably, to be honest, within his character, they'd probably just do like dumb shit.
Probably like
because they're like young
break mailboxes
college dudes, so they're probably like getting drunk and like doing regrettable things.
Yeah. You watch Crudge is actually very successful with the men and women of Crescent City. He is like fucking slinging
everybody
around, yeah. Somehow. And
he's so small.
Yeah, he's so small, but
he's
he
just
like
mushing everyone.
He completely changes up around people. Like he's like that guy that like changes up depending on who's around.
Yeah.
So he's like, fucking he like I don't know, he plays up the douchey shit with you because that's what he's used to, but is like actually very like meek and respectful around people. But you cuz like like Crudge, that's who Crudge wants to be. He wants to be this confident like douchey guy.
Yeah.
And he is like this little like shy boy actually.
Mm-hmm.
But you guys spend like one crazy night like just like tearing it up. I imagine they hit up Fawn's Flora and you find out that this florist shop is actually like a brothel and like a club in the back.
Oh my god.
And you just like have this crazy night there, get really like drunk.
Oh yeah, I have an idea for something.
Yeah, what's up? This is to celebrate Crudge's like acceptance into Saga Meadows University.
Blint wants to set up like a semi-permanent residence at the Eye of the Villa.
Oh, the Eye of the Villa, yeah.
Yeah, he wants to kind of just move in there.
Okay.
And he's gonna start growing mareweed in the back of the building without anybody knowing. Like he's just gonna start planting it, and he's just back there every day with like a little like apron on and like gloves and like a sun hat, and he's like tending to his mareweed.
That is extremely cute. And just this big fucking fluffy bug.
But he loves gardening. He started a garden behind this like dump of a building.
The fucking community garden behind like the old tattered tavern that's known for just people getting beat up there.
Yeah. And he goes back there every day and like waters this like lush garden that also has weed growing in it.
I love that. He has his morning coffee and he's like looking out at the garden like, I'm gonna get to it.
Yeah. I'm gonna go out there and I'm gonna fucking water some shit.
Wake up, time for choring. Eat, time for more choring.
It ain't much, but it's honest work.
I'm gonna get out there and till this land.
Dude, you sound like Bradley Cooper and A Star Is Born.
I was gonna say you sound like Arthur Morgan.
True, yeah.
But
I love him.
He's lassoing women, if you catch my drift.
But yeah, so you that's like what you spent your time doing. You kind of like you're doing the real hero thing. You're getting to know people.
Yeah, I'm in the community.
You're in the.
He also de-stereotypes the Eye of the Villa. Like he kind of
fuck yeah.
Over time shuts down the like
stereotyping. Do you
hire
back that Goliath guy who was outside like doing a caricature that he didn't like doing?
No.
Okay.
He completely forgot about that guy.
It's gotten to the point where by the end of this like 2-week mark, a lot of the Church of the Pantheon people are like, they come to the Eye of the Villa and you've cleaned it up with Orem, and Orem like fucking thanks you. Like he like without question, when you said you wanted to like put a room in there permanently, he was like, let's go. Like that's amazing. And you've brought business back to the Eye of the Villa in these 2 weeks.
Single-handedly changing the economy.
Nice.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
That's like when Tom Brady moved to Tampa Bay.
Fuck Tom Brady.
Permanently
fuck
changed
that,
the
Brady.
landscape of Florida for the rest of
Just
America's
another
life.
old guy
The
living in
ecosystem.
Florida.
yeah. Who won't fucking stop coming out of retirement.
Yeah, he came out of retirement.
Is there anything else you want to say before we get to 2 weeks?
They're gonna organize a rally the day of the trial
Okay.
to be like, fuck
yeah.
Father Cromwell.
Love that.
And he's gonna bring all the, even though he's against the Church of the Kiklos, he's gonna bring all of its members to the trial because he's like, well, he fucking like abused you guys, you know.
Yeah.
So he's gonna encourage them to come. And he's gonna bridge the gap while also being like, fuck that. But he's gonna be like, fuck the Kiklos, but like, let's bridge the gap of these conflicting churches and just like realize that this dude was exposing everyone and like using them for their money and stuff.
Fuck yeah. That is wonderful.
He's just a straight activist now.
Yeah, he's actually doing what he
He
said he
went
was
from
gonna
like
do.
like oh, I hate the attention, but totally likes the attention, to now he's just genuinely doing
Being
like
a good
good
guy.
things and not for attention, just because he wants to.
Heck yeah.
Heck,
Frick
frick yeah.
Yo, that's
Freak,
like
yeah.
that's some crap.
That's some crap I frick with.
that's some freaking crap I fuck with.
Freaking bastard.
I fuck with that crap, seriously.
Saying fuck and then crap is like
I freak with that shit.
I freak with that shit.
We should name this episode I freak with that shit.
I'm
Or we should name it
actually
freaking with that shit.
freaking with that shit. Okay, and then we're going to go to the front of town in the Order of the Ashen Moon, as Bex and Tulip have gone over almost a week of training with you. You are taking the Warcaster feat, right?
Yep.
Okay. So you spent these basically this week and a half, training with Bex and Tulip as they're kind of they started originally just observing you as you were attacking and stuff, and trying to give you pointers, things that could help. But then they realized very quickly that you work well under pressure, and you work well in combat. And you realize that in yourself too. You've grown immensely in one day through all these tense situations. So, it started with Beck saying, literally hit me in the face.
Yeah.
And you go to hit him, and he, blocks your attack and everything. And as you guys continued training together, you are getting more and more used to... you basically have, Bex trying to do one-on-one combat with you, hand-to-hand, with weapons and everything. And then you have Tulip casting spells at you and telling you to cast spells. Kind of watching as you're fighting and being hey, use this. And you kind of have a hard time doing somatic components of spells while you have your weapons. And she basically forces you for an entire 2 days to always have your maul, or what do you have? You have a maul, right?
Yep. Oh, it's a mace.
Your mace and your shield out at all times. And she's cast a spell, and you is pushing you, and you sense a bit of kinship and trust in you. And she she's not trying to push you in a negative way. She's just trying to be a little mean to get you to do what you need to do.
Yeah.
And
Bex taught me it's okay to be angry. Just sit with your negative feelings, because if you try to push them down, then they only grow larger.
and you watch as he cleaves a tree in half. He's like, see, that's what anger will get you.
It's not about what you're feeling, it's how you use those feelings.
Exactly, my man. Exactly.
Right?
And Delilah rubs up on you. And and Tulip is like, all right, now cast a spell at me. Well, you have your shit in hand. And you finally, after 3 days of her just saying, cast a spell at me over and over again, it's so fucking annoying. You're just hearing the same thing over and over again. Your programming isn't lining up with the soul core within you. How are you going to cast a spell with that? And Bex is running up behind you, Tulip is in front of you, leveling, like playing her violin and leveling like waves of damage at you, trying to break you down. And as Bex is running at you, what spell do you cast with the shield and maul in your hand, or mace in your hand?
Ooh, this is perfect, actually. What a perfect way to debut this spell. I'm going to, where the fuck is it? I'm going to cast Spirit Guardians.
Let's go.
So basically, as they're both like coming at me, I have I'm gonna have these little spirits come out, and they look like astral fae spirits, like
That's
fairies, and they just like flit around me as I have my shield towards Vex, and then my mace towards Tulip, and I just kind of like clink them together, and then the spirits just kind of like flow out of me, and they like flow in a 15-foot radius around me.
That's so fucking sick. And I think, if you're cool with me saying this, I don't think Glitch expected Faye.
No, yeah, he definitely didn't expect it when he like cast the spell.
And I think you were thinking of the void and thinking of like the soul core within you.
Yeah.
And if you could visualize the core within you, which you have done before actually, is visualize, like a part of your build is you can literally see the soul core within your mind's eye. When you focus on it and meditate on it, it flits with this like green fey energy. As you like let this out, and the fey spirits come, and you watch as like they like stop as they're rushing at you, and they drop their shit, and they just both like drop down to one knee and like they both grab you by the shoulders, and like a kind of like a huddle, and they're like, "You did it. You finally did it."
This is a wonderful moment, but you are going to have to make a saving throw. No, I'm just kidding.
And is Spirit Guardian's Constitution at all? Or concentration, I mean.
No. Yeah, it is.
Okay, so you watch as Bex like laughs at you, and then he goes to punch, like he punches you in the face, and you realize normally this would be like you would drop them immediately,
right?
But you don't, and they're still up, and Bex like has like he's like starts crying. He's like, "My boy,
you just punched me in the stomach really hard.
I'm sorry, but I had to show you with your own strength."
I'm still doing it.
Yeah, and they're still like dancing around. These like fucking.
I clock him right in the jaw.
He drops to the ground, like fully falls flat on his back, and Delilah like rubs up on you, in the way that cats do, and yeah, you learned some things. You feel more capable.
You both taught me so much. I appreciate the both of you.
And Tulip's like, I appreciate you too, Glitch. And I've been looking into things. Are you familiar with the Volari?
The Volari?
They're an ancient race of people. Are you familiar with them?
No, I don't think so.
The Volari were wonderful tinkerers. In fact, my father, when he made the first airship, used old Volari schematics. They had technology that absolutely dwarfed ours. That's what's confusing about you, because, full pun intended, you dwarf us. And, well, I'm not qualified as a Volari historian. I believe there was big inspiration your father had when he made you. Or that was a big inspiration that he had when he made you.
That's interesting.
And also, did you mean to conjure Fae?
Definitely not.
And you said that Anathema is beset by Fae.
Yeah, they are fully, torturing my people.
Have you been seeing things at all?
No, but I keep remembering like this word.
What word?
Zephyr Crux?
And you watch she like rubs her chin and looks at Bex, and he shrugs, and she's like, I'll have to ask around to some mages I can trust, but I can't say that rings a bell at all.
Well, that's unfortunate.
That is, but we'll look into it. I just would look into the Volari, and also possible Fey magic. There's not an extensive system of magic texts here, as it's a lot of knowledge that we know about everything was destroyed with Carathuan, as it had the greatest library on Ismunda, and the Tungsten Annex was destroyed on the coast of Carathuan. But I think you might find some remnants of things throughout Ismunda. It's a lot older than it seems. So, unfortunately, I've given you all I can give you, but
You've given me quite a bit.
that means a lot, Glitch. And you always have a home here.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
And Bex is like, "Oh hell yeah, kid! You could. I gotta take you out with one of the Hellcats."
I would love to do that. That sounds amazing.
Go
I
for a
love these
little-
little guys.
And Delilah's like rubbing her head on your hand and stuff. And he's like, "You do well with animals."
I love animals.
Flashback to fucking
Me downing Dewdrop.
yeah. But yeah, if there's not anything else you want to say, then that might conclude Glitch's portion. And we have one unresolved thing left with Isaac before the trial and the award ceremony. After all the incidents with the books, you decided to focus the rest of your couple days on, like, right up until the ceremony, looking at records. Oberyn followed you down to the like records section, which, because it's blocked off by Crescent Guard, allowed you through. Oberyn's doing a lot better. He, of course, has the highest level of care at being royalty. Fully healed, gauze off. Kind of just has, like, he was shaken by it. So he's emotionally a little apprehensive. But he takes you down and he goes, let me know what you find.
All right, I will.
And he, like, slaps you on the back and goes, all right, let's leave the man be.
And I
Can you pop that door open?
Yeah, can you pop that pussy for us?
If you want it
Holy
badly.
fuck, did I hear it fart? Just, like, crack it. He'll get in on his own. He just doesn't like being fucking left in or out of places. Leave him alone, dude. Not you, him.
This
Leave you
motherfucker.
alone.
I open the door and he goes.
he's like, I wasn't doing that.
He's like, "Do you think I was banging on the door?"
I
Where's
the
literally
other
don't
one?
do that.
I would never fucking do that. But yeah, so he lets you in, and you go through the records of Crescent City, and by way of like ancient stuff, Sora took some Carathuan shit too. Sora has some Carathuan records on like her family and shit.
Oh, sick.
You are wandering around this, like, massive record hall, these arcane lights down here, kind of like current technology going, operating on, like, this arcane grid, and you're looking for Quentin Taylor?
Yeah, I'm looking for Quentin Taylor.
Quentin Taylor Tino.
So you're going through the T's, and you do pass Taylor, but as you're going,
Wait, start saying something important.
so you find out God's dead, and everyone,
Come on, dude.
Let's do that bit again.
yeah, the bit.
God's not dead. He's surely alive.
God's not dead. He's 5'4".
Dude, I was about to make the same joke. Like a height joke. God's only 5'9". That's why he sent his son to death.
Because he was taller than him.
To flex on Jesus, because Jesus was 6'2". And God was only 6'1".
Jesus is a power forward.
Power bottom.
Okay.
God's a hot middle and Jesus is a power bottom.
How we got here, I do not know. But so you're going to
Jesus was a high value man.
High value, man.
Yeah.
Jesus was the alpha male.
He was the blueprint.
Yeah, literally.
Jesus is a free agent.
But continue.
But you're going through the T's, and you, for some reason, your eye keeps being drawn to this Thorn name. And you recall, I love that face. You recall, I can't wait for video, for people to see you doing that on video. It'll be like Will Rafter, or
Will just
Rafter,
staring
Will
directly in the
Rafter
camera
once
the whole
said. But your name keeps being drawn to Thorn. Thorn, why is that familiar? Why is that familiar? And you hear Cromwell's voice in your head.
Mm-hmm.
Get Thorn off the turrets. And you pull it
Yeah.
with the Taylor one, and you start pulling over the Holden Thorn. Holden Thorn, there isn't much about him. He served time in just the normal dungeon after he came into town and started fighting members of the Order of the Ashen Moon, as well as elite Crescent Guard, because he felled like half of the Order of the Ashen Moon. And the report says he kept screaming for a worthy opponent.
Jesus.
And he like cleaved through the elite Crescent Guard until they were able to dispatch him. Like Oberyn was able to dispatch him.
Beef?
He's described as this like near 7 foot tall, has like these purple eyes, and had like this kind of sickly aura about him. And they were described as he was described as willing to work with law enforcement and very docile once dispatched, but was like aggro upon entering town, screaming through tears, looking for a worthy opponent. He served maybe a night in the normal keep before he was mysteriously taken out by like unheard circumstances. Like he just disappeared from the cell. And he was unheard of from then. And then you go to Quentin Taylor. What are you looking for with Quentin?
I guess I'm just like looking through the file. Like,
Also, sorry, he wasn't. Holden Thorn was described as a darker skinned tiefling.
oh, okay.
Sorry, not a man.
Yeah, I was gonna say this dude had a tail.
Yeah, tiefling.
All right. I guess I just kind of generally read over Quentin's like case file.
Fuck yeah. So you're pouring over Quentin's case file, and it was said that he is charged with manslaughter of a nobleman, manslaughter of royalty.
Yeah.
Royalty nobleman.
Royalty nobleman. It's a family name. But from Quentin's
Been in the family for years.
royalty nobleman. Pleasure to meet
Royalty
you.
nobleman at your service.
You would see from his report, it was Quentin Taylor's report as well as the report of Orem Strangepath, that Quentin was came into town searching for a friend of the crown named Isaac Yamero, saying that they were like old friends, and after a night of drinking and constant taunting from, this is Quentin's report, or Quentin's like account, after constant taunting from these kids, these noblemen, and like these youths, snapped after they poured a drink on him, and he got into a fight, an altercation with the noble kid, and didn't realize that he beat him to death. He thought he just knocked him out. Crescent Guard took him out of the tavern, and he was told that the kid was getting medical attention. and then it goes into the report of the kid. Fucking, what was his fucking name?
Greaseball Stinkwad.
Greasebag McGillicuddy.
Little dense head.
Wait a second.
Little drooler.
Quentin the Toolman Taylor.
God.
I've been sitting on that for a while.
Quentin Toolman Tino.
Rap the Chancer.
I'm Bennett Chancellor.
Bennett
That could be
Chancellor
a
the rapper.
D&D name.
Bennett
Facts.
Chancellor does
Bennett
sound like it.
Chancellor. Chancellor is kind of a badass name.
For real.
I wouldn't name my kid that, but like, you're like, my name's Chancellor. It doesn't even sound like, the more you say it, it doesn't sound like a real word.
Yeah,
Chlamydia would be a pretty name.
allegedly.
Chlamydia would make a great name. Malaria
Mm-hmm.
would be a beautiful name.
Actually, though.
Malaria. Like, that's a really
Gonorrhea
nice
too.
name. Maybe. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry. The name of the nobleman that was killed is Dornan Vitrus, son of the sole son of Emir Vitrus, and the inheritor to the Vitrus castle, off to the southeast of Quinexia, the region that the capital lies in. And there's there is a note of Emir Vitrus, simply like stating that, like trying to vow for Quentin Taylor to get a death sentence, but as he's like that he was his sole inheritor.
Yeah.
But that was overruled by Queen Sora Thilian, as his charge is manslaughter, it wasn't intentional. And he was sentenced to eternity in Grimwater for basically being a crown killer. Like, I mean, he's like a lord, like of a vassal state, but
Yeah.
you're a nobleman killer. So it was told that he, in the trial, called for defense through Isaac Yamero, and Isaac Yamero did not show, so he was sentenced to the full term, as is way of the Hall of Penance. Basically it.
Damn.
There a toilet in here? Because you're lore dumping.
For real. He pulled out the files.
Lore scrumping.
But yeah, that's all you can really find. So what does Isaac do with that information?
I think he wants to go to Sora's office somewhere.
Gotcha. Yeah, she's posted up in her room on the 5th floor.
I knock.
You knock on her door. She answers it promptly. Used to being called to do some shit all the time. She goes, "Who is it?"
It's Isaac. I was trying to think of something funny.
She laughs and like opens the door and she says, "Hello. What brings you here?"
Well, I've been thinking about what you said a few weeks ago. Or a couple days ago. And I was wondering if I might request a retrial.
A retrial
Yes.
for your friend.
Yes, I was reviewing his case, and I think it's only right.
She looks in your eyes. She has these beautiful, like, light blue eyes, and smiles with like a bit of guilt tinged in it, but looks happy.
Mm-hmm.
She goes, "We could arrange that for a hero of the realm."
I'm already used to that.
Do you want to? Well, that's good. Do you want to be the one to give him the good news?
I think I should, yes. I think I should be the one to visit him after all these years.
Good. Well, we'll have the trial after all the treasonous people are taken care of.
Of course.
After the ceremony.
Looking forward to it.
In fact, your name will hold more weight after the ceremony, so.
Perfect.
Yeah, that's lovely. I will get the paperwork set along.
All right, thank you. Also, he pulls out the bloody book. It's not like out.
Yeah.
It's like a book wrapped up. Isaac has chains around it, and he locked it up. Do you have somewhere you could put this? I read through it, and it's got some nasty information.
Nasty how so?
Evil entity summoning,
Okay.
necromantic.
Yeah, say
kind of
less,
nasty.
honestly. She takes it and she's like, we've got a chest for these types of things in the war room.
Lovely.
And do you want to see what the chest is like?
Yeah, I want to see it.
She takes you like just down the hallway to the council room,
Mm-hmm.
and she walks up to a chest that's in the corner, slaps the top of the chest, it like opens up and it's a mimic.
Oh my god.
And she hucks the book into the mimic's mouth and it just eats it and like in this fiery inferno and then just becomes like a normal chest again.
That's
coughing
sick
out
as-
some smoke.
Oh my god, that's sick.
It's like, well, that's that.
That's so fucking dope.
Yeah, thank you. And that concludes your final day. We find ourselves at the end of the 2 weeks with you three anointed in your finest garb. You got to pick out, quite frankly, you got like the pick of the litter with like your royal outfit. You have like a fancy fit now for this ceremony. What does everyone look like with their fanciest garb that they got to pick out?
I'm wearing you know those like those shirts that have like the, I don't even know fucking how to describe it. It's like the white thing that goes like around your neck.
Like a frock?
Is that what it's called?
The,
Is
like,
that a frock?
Poofy thing.
Frock?
Yeah.
Yeah, like the old timey thing.
Where it's like the it's like the squiggly lines
Yeah,
around your
yeah,
neck.
Oh my
No.
god.
A frock is a fucking dress.
Yeah, shut the frock up.
Frock me, dude.
I know what you're talking about though. Like they that are in like the paintings of people where they like
yeah,
have the like
yeah,
big
like the Shakespeare
circular...
thing, where
Yeah,
they have the
yeah,
fucking
yeah.
circle thing around their neck. I have
Mhm.
like that, and then the little like poofy things like around like my wrists. I'm wearing like
yeah.
a fucking like a dark olive green like fancy shirt with like a little like skirt that goes down and like the white tights, and I have like black fancy shoes on. And then he's wearing like a hat with like the feather in it.
Yes, dude. You're looking fucking good.
And he has like gold trim glasses on.
Hell yeah,
Damn.
dude.
He doesn't need glasses, but
But
he thinks he
likes 'em.
looks really nice in them.
And he's right. He looks fucking great.
And then he has like a little purple cape behind him.
It's
Like, just
is it like
over-
velvet, like crushed
Yeah,
velvet?
yeah. It's like over like his one shoulder.
Yeah, he's got a shoulder cape. We've said it before. I'll say it again. I love me a good shoulder cape.
Facts.
How about you boys?
Go ahead, Will.
Haven't thought of anything yet.
Okay. Blint is wearing a purple velvet suit with no undershirt. He has a bow tie just tied around his actual neck with no undershirt.
Yes.
And he has like the purple velvet suit jacket, awkwardly tight purple velvet pants,
He's cheeked up in
and
those
he had,
pants.
like his butt crack is hanging out, sort of.
He's aggressively cheeked up in those pants.
Yeah, like his ass is like thick, but in like a guy way, like a
Yeah.
sort of
With
gross
a
guy
dad
way.
ass.
He's got a
He's got like a
thick
big
dad
dad
ass.
ass, and his crack is always out most of the time. And but no one ever says anything because they just like him too much.
Yeah, he's such a nice little guy.
And then he has like just like black dress shoes on,
Fuck yeah.
and he has a beret, a purple beret,
Hey, yeah.
and he has like the like like the newly popular like very block like Balenciaga sunglasses that are like basically just like
What the like fucking
Very-
mate, like the 2000s looking
the ones
glasses?
that like Kanye wears, and then like Robert Pattinson wears them in the
Oh,
new Batman.
yeah,
They're just
I know
like
what you're
very
talking about.
square and like thick on the side,
Yeah.
and he's just an absolute baller.
Fucking love that for him. He looks fantastic.
He looks like when like
he's actually clean.
NFL
Oh my
players, like the linemen, dress up for the draft, and they wear like the tightest.
Yeah. Isn't that weird how that happened? It used to be like the baggiest shit, and now it's like the tightest
now it's
thing.
like tight and yeah.
But he looks ripped.
Yeah, he's like busting out of this thing just out of pure raw masculine energy.
Yeah.
Busting out of this suit.
I love that. How about Isaac?
I think Isaac has like a a super like big cloak on with like heavy furs around the neck, and the cloak like drags behind him like just barely like dragging on the ground.
I love that.
It's in the colors of the Capitol, and then beneath I have like kind of more interchanging colors of the Capitol. Then I have a I have a beige scarf underneath that like hangs down.
Fuck yeah, dude. He looks
I'll-
like royalty.
Yeah, I'll like wrap it up once and then it'll hang down both sides.
I love that.
You sexy motherfucker.
Facts. Everybody is looking good. I will
came
say
to
also for expediency, you guys before this met at least once, and got reunited with Joe the Asshole. He's this little goblin guy with his pop belly. He's got like like long curly locks of hair, and he always is wearing like essentially like a fantasy tracksuit. He's got like fucking like it like buttons up essentially. And he's like, "Hey, how's it fucking going, Isaac Yamero? I don't see this guy for 3 days, and he becomes the fucking hero of the realm. Look at this motherfucker." And
He's just Tony Soprano.
yeah.
Fucking love this guy.
How's
And,
it going, Joe?
Oh, it's fucking going, brother. You guys are looking good. We'll say that this is like right before the event. Like he helped you guys get suited up. And he's like, I got a word in from the fucking queen that you guys is wearing like all these fancy shit. I got this shipment in of fucking Loxy and leather and shit. It's fucking beautiful from Vianar too. There's this fucking look at this. And like the cloak that you picked out. He's like, this is from Vianar, baby. You gotta fucking do this. He's like, we got silks from everywhere. It's fucking beautiful. Okay. What else you guys need? You guys are the heroes of the realm. I still gotta make money, but I'll cut you a big fucking discount. I got common and uncommon items. Gonna still run you some money, but shit. And you don't have to worry about it right now. We'll just say you got them for the next episode when you guys start traveling. Anything else you want to say or ask to Joe the Asshole?
Do people call you Joe the Asshole?
Oh, it was kind of a derogatory name back home in my fucking goblin homeland. But, I'm pretty nice for a fucking goblin. You know what I mean?
Should we call you Joe the Nice Guy?
That actually feels meaner. Because Joe the Asshole is kind of like ironic. Like, I'm actually really a fucking sweetheart.
Like you're embracing the name.
I really am. It's kind of it throws people off. You know what I mean?
Can I call you Sweetie?
You can call me whatever the fuck you want.
But just not Joe the Nice Guy.
Just not Joe the Nice Guy.
Alright, I'll call you Sweetie then.
All right. What should I call you? Who are these blokes?
Oh, these are my associates, Mr. Blint Beastwood.
And I'm Greatest Creation.
I'm fucking wonderful to meet you, Greatest Creation.
It's
and
wonderful
Blint
to meet
Beastwood.
you too, Sweetie.
I'll be your fucking guy, sweetie. I'll be your fucking guy, okay? If anybody asks you where you're gonna get your magic items, it's not gonna be at the fucking Fractured Phylactery. It's not gonna be at Hag's Bags. It's gonna be here, Joe the Asshole. The store is named Joe the Asshole. Okay,
Joe's Asshole.
Joe's
Joe's Asshole.
Joe's Asshole. My store. He fucking flicks the tracksuit. God, it's wonderful to be me.
I love this guy. He lights up a cigar.
Yeah, he's like a fat fucking cigar.
Pulls it out and then fucking Glitch walks up to him and gives him a thumbs up and lights it with his thumb.
Oh, holy shit. We're gonna be fast friends. I can feel it already.
I also feel that.
Blint lights up his mare weed.
He's hey.
He's like,
You wanna switch? You wanna switch hit this shit? Come on.
he grabs the cigar and hits both at the same time. He's
Oh shit! Oh shit!
Ow!
Yeah, don't do that. You're not supposed to really inhale cigar smoke.
I'm okay.
Okay, I believe you.
Ow!
He's like patting your back, but he's so short.
He's hunched over.
He's like
that was
fucking
great.
2.5 feet tall, so he's just like smacking you, whatever.
Yeah. Oh, that was really good.
You
Where
good?
do you get those from?
I get them from Loxia, kingdom over to off the coast, like way down west by Orphan Falls.
Well, if you ever need some mareweed, I started a little garden. I don't want to brag.
Start a little fucking garden. Eh?
Yeah.
You better not fucking infringe on my business. Hey, I'm just fucking with you.
Blint just looks really like unhappy now.
He's like,
He
"No,
doesn't like the joke.
I do fully believe that actually everyone should have their own little mareweed farm. It's for the fucking land. It's grass.
Well, maybe if they legalize it here,
True.
people would see the medicinal properties.
Yeah, maybe we should get something going with that. But you guys got a fucking ceremony to go to. Just write down what you want. To fucking slap me the gold when we get back. I'll get this shit prepared for you.
Sounds like a plan.
And word is, y'all are about to get a fucking fat sum of money.
Whoa, I'm gonna be rich.
I think you might have your pockets lined with a little bit of gold, baby.
And he looks down, and Blint looks down and pictures like a giant watch.
A Rolex.
He's like, whoa.
Right, well, we'll leave you requests.
All right, sounds good. Sounds fucking great.
All right, gentlemen, we have places to be.
Don't
Let's
be a
chop,
stranger,
chop.
okay? And you guys make your way to the ceremony.
We head out to the carriage waiting for us.
Yeah.
Two Crescent guards. They're like, we're supposed to be at the ceremony right now.
We're late to our own ceremony.
These fucking disgruntled employees are just like, come on, man.
Yeah.
We're gonna take the fall for this, dude. You guys, they speed on to the ceremony. It's this huge thing, like event in the Red Maple District, where a lot of where the courthouse is and stuff that the Quadrumvirate meet at. The Hall of Penance, and there is this like huge Marius is there with like hawking papers that say like heroes of the realm, like they're gonna fucking yada yada, and like Father Cromwell, evil heretic, like yada yada, and the little Russian kid is like he's out there doing that, and he's like he's copying your accent now.
Okay.
Heroes of the realm, and then he like looks at you and winks, and he's like,
I give a thumbs up as we speed by.
he winks at you and like thumbs up back to you, and you watch as like full-on caravan convoys of all these like treasonous people, with the starting exit. Or sorry, the first person to exit the caravan is Gregor and Chad, the people that you guys, your captors.
Yeah.
And they clock you guys, and like Gregor like puts his head down in shame, and Chad is like, "Yo, you can like help me out of this, right?"
Maybe. I mean,
Come on, man. You know we were cool to you. We let you out.
Wait, who was
that's
this?
true.
Chad.
Shed. Oh.
Hey, listen, I'll see what I can do, buddy. All right. All right. Bye.
The guard like fucking hits him in the back of the leg and is like, "Get moving." And
Oh, he's in trouble now. 'Cause
he's getting tried for treason, and all these treasonous people get let in. All of them, fucking Ezra, yada yada, and you see, and the last person to leave before, because like they're filing them in before you go, because they're awarding you in front of them. It's very like,
Mm-hmm.
And the last person to leave is a very gaunt, very malnourished Cromwell. Not walking. He is like being pushed along in a wheelchair.
Oh my god.
Jeez.
He is like just staring off, like slack-jawed, kind of like a shell of his former self.
He had the soul sucked out of him.
Damn, I wish that were me. I need some of that. I need what he's having.
We're heroes. We deserve the soul to be sucked out of us. After we saved the city.
I could do what I did to him. To you.
Oh, I don't want that from you. Jesus.
Oh no, we don't.
You're like young.
That's the only thing stopping him. No, we Glitch, we meant something else.
Yeah, I don't think I fully understand.
It probably isn't something you should be concerned about.
I'll tell you about it one day when you're older.
Yeah, you're
Really?
Yeah.
Blint's like, you wouldn't get it, and he's never been with anyone his whole life.
And Father Cromwell's let in, and then a little bugle boy. Heroes of the realm, presenting Blint Beastwood, greatest creation, and Isaac Yomero. And then Tulip shoos him off and starts playing this like beautiful violin tune.
That's Tulip. That's my best friend.
And she like smiles at him and like picks up the pace a little bit, and you guys are let into the Hall of Penance. It's this like kind of reddish tinted like stone building, and has these like huge fucking pillars. It looks very menacing and like judicial, and you guys are let into this huge fucking building, like echoes of conversation, but not from the people being tried because they are silent.
Mm-hmm.
And to avoid, you guys having to sit through the whole trial, you look across this courtroom, with the various pews being sectioned off by these wooden railings, railings, i.e. courtroom style, with these little podiums right in the front of the room that are standing and waiting of this huge kind of dais of Sora Athelion. She takes her seat at this like very judicial throne, with two little like confessional booths. But that's not what they're called, but you know what I mean.
Like the stands?
The stands, yes. Yeah. These two stands next to it. And basically you guys are presented in front of the of her throne, and she stands, presents you each with a medal, and proclaims to the entire courtroom, "These are the heroes of the realm. They did not hesitate, did not move, and were unflinching when it came to saving not only myself, but every politician in that room. Unfortunately, we lost Lady Vera, but the lives saved greatly outnumber the lives lost that day, and we mourn them as we commemorate the lives that we have and commemorate the heroes of the realm. These men are what everyone should strive to be." And there's like a loud ass applause.
Can I say something?
And yeah, I was about to say.
I don't mean like out loud.
Oh, okay.
When she says, "Be the men," or like strive, or people should strive to be like these men, Isaac's smile kind of like fades a little.
Damn.
Glitch is looking up at Isaac with a proud smile on his face.
Blint. I don't know, he's just soaking it in. Like, he thinks he's like the shit right now. He's like just nodding and smiling at everybody.
And Sora says, "Men, if there is anything you want to say on the behalf of the people being tried today, now would be the time before we set you on your way."
I stand up and walk to the podium, or
Yeah.
speaking podium.
Got you. There's two in the front of the...
Yeah. I would like to speak on behalf of a few people. Sir Gregor.
And his head perks up.
Sir Ched.
he like his head was already up like, yeah.
And a Miss, I forget her name.
Ezra. And she like it can't even look at you.
I would like to speak on their behalf because I think these people are victims of circumstance. I'd say more so Ezra. But all of these people have been pushed to their limits under the domineering thumb of Father Cromwell here. He did not leave them a decision in the matter. I know from experience he captured us before he attempted to assassinate our great queen. He's like walking around the courtroom now.
He's really fucking feeling out the space.
Yeah. But they did not enjoy their work. It was an indentured servitude. And I would argue that had this not happened, these would be upstanding citizens. And even if you all think that they should be put away for life, I would argue to at least lessen the sentence. Then I go and sit down.
Good shit. Yeah. Wow. And you watch as like there's a palpable tension and silence of the people around who are looking just in like with a change of heart at these three individuals. How about you guys? Want to say anything before they send you off?
Blint goes up to the podium or near the podium, and he goes, Ow. Sorry, I hit a blunt and a cigar at the same time. You're not supposed to do that.
Laughs throughout the crowd.
He said, I think we all learned a little lesson, didn't we? Huh? I've been doing a lot of work with the churches in town the last few weeks, and we clearly see that religion gives people guidance in life, but it also opens doors for you to be taken advantage of. So it's important to question everything, no matter how much you believe in it. And we look at Father Cromwell, a piece of shit motherfucker, just absolute garbage human being.
Sora's head is in her hands.
Absolute fucking loser.
Absolute despicable leader. And back where I come from, people are borderline obsessed with religion and use it as an escape. But I think also the more they feed into it, the more it controls them in a negative way. So I ask all of you here today, please be wary of the leaders you look up to, and maybe channel that energy towards making yourself a better person organically and not for a cause that really might be used to turn you into something you don't want to be. And he kind of just looks around like...
Everyone is like shocked. They're like...
I'm like, what?
Yeah. And he's like,
erupts in applause.
Thank you to the Church of the Pantheon and Church of the Key Close. I don't have a foot in either camp, but we're working to unite people in a more positive way. And hopefully with these goddamn motherfuckers out of the way.
Sora's head in her hands again.
Right when he's going good, he just
yeah.
says something that kind of kills it. With these fuckers out of the way, I think we can work together to build a better community, and one that is more focused on the people as we were born and not things we chose to believe. Also, if you see a community garden and there's mareweed in it, It's not mine. That was there when we got here. He just walks away.
Fucking erupt in like awkward at first, but then like everyone's like,
And Blint's like smiling, like he didn't expect anyone to like be into it, so he's like, oh, and he like walks very like confidently back and like sits down or whatever.
and Sora is like, she like stands up and she's like, all right, that was something.
Wait, I want to like pick him up and walk him over to the podium and put him on top of it.
Oh, okay. He put.
Yeah, Sora, there's something I'd like to say. And he just like he looks at Tulip and he waves at her. He's like, "Hi, Tulip."
She goes, "Hi, Glitch."
I think what we learned at the end of the day is that it's not about the religions that control us. It's about the friends that we made along the way.
That's what youth group is like.
And you know, I've made a lot of good friends here today, and I don't fully understand what's going on right now. But I'm here, and I look good, and my friends look good, and I'm just happy to be along for the ride. Thank you, Crescent City.
Thank you, Crescent City.
Pucks in deep, pucks on net.
Jumps down, runs over to Blint, and he's just like, I did it.
And also another awkward clap into Rock's
While he's
applause.
still up there, we're like, fuck yeah, Glitch! Wow. From like the back.
And Sora begrudgingly goes, well, all right. The heroes of the realm, everybody. I await your patience on what will be surely a long and painful day. But we will take into account everything that was said. Heroes, you're willing to stay for the trial, but you are free to go with your commemorative piece of armor or weaponry from the Royal Armory. And yeah, what would each of you pick? David told me what Glitch would, but what would each of you pick with your commemorative piece of either armor or weaponry?
Can we use it?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna make it better than whatever you currently have.
Okay.
So
Can it be anything, or does it have to be
yeah,
specific
so like I'm
things?
thinking like one piece of armor, like a cuirass, or like a helmet, or I mean you don't really have much use for armor, but they could make a special weapon for you.
Okay.
And yeah, I think you're kind of limited, but you could have like, a special weapon if you want.
What's like the is it like a mace that's like the ball with the chain?
That's a morning star.
The one that's like a handle with like a chain and like a
Yeah,
ball. I want that.
You want a morning star?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, that's sick.
The ball to chain, that's what I call my wife.
Yeah. Since Blint doesn't get any women, he wants a ball and chain for combat.
Yeah. Yeah, fuck yeah. You got a big ass morning star.
Yeah, and he like keeps it on his waist.
That's sick. Yes. And it has the little the sigil of House Athelion, the like fucking sun and moon overlapping each other.
Swag.
On the hilt.
Yeah.
And then whatever decoration you want on it as well.
Should I write this down?
Yes, I will give you the stats for it after the episode wraps.
Okay.
How about you guys?
You
already told me what you wanted, right?
Yeah, do you not want me to say it on mic?
No, you could totally say it on mic, mister.
Freak.
So basically, I want,
Freak. Did you call me freak?
No.
I edit the episode. I'm gonna hear it.
I literally didn't. Like, you sound crazy as fuck right now.
Yeah,
Do your little
dude.
friends tell you that? Sorry,
Yeah.
David.
Did the little voices in your head tell you that?
Is that what your little dumb brain came up with?
I'm sorry, David. What is it?
I want to get new armor.
Good shit.
So basically, I want it's gonna be navy blue and olive green with like gold trim on it, and I want the insignia of anathema on the front, and then glitch written on the back.
Yes. Just like your jacket.
Yeah, just like my jacket.
That's so fucking cool.
And I want like a white puffy thing to wrap around my neck.
Yeah, that's just extra. That's,
Mhm,
they
that's
just,
just
they just
extra.
throw that in there. They're like,
Yeah.
yeah, you look fucking good in it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. I mean, if you don't have it on lock right now, you don't have to let me know, Will, but I would love to hear.
I think I'm also gonna do a piece of armor.
Good shit.
I'm gonna do. I think studded leather is the best one, right?
Yeah, that's
For light armor.
Mm-hmm.
I want to do studded leather armor. That is kind of like a custom design. Like it looks more like bard garb.
Fuck yeah, like it's got like the I don't know what those are called on the shoulders. The buttons on it that like kind of go diagonal along your chest. That kind of thing, or what are you talking about?
Oh no, I meant like it's kind of like a customized armor where like it looks almost like ornate, like there's an ornate cloth over the actual armor itself.
That's extremely
And
sick.
it has like a full bite and glitches style. It has a shoulder cape
Shoulder cape. Yeah.
across the left shoulder, and it's like a combination of like scarlet and white and black and beige and like brick.
Good
The
shit.
combination of those colors.
Yeah, that is.
And it has
extremely sick.
the Crescent City symbol on like the back of the cape.
Goddamn. Blint, since they got all like this like finery, do you want anything like? Do you want like a cape or anything, or like a tunic?
A cave.
Do you want like a tunic with your morning star?
What are my other options?
I mean, like just like any piece of clothing,
I want
or some crazy engravement on your morning star. And it could be practical or like impractical if you want.
Impractical stroker.
Yes, that's the episode name, baby.
I want it's so fucking dumb. I want like a leather like flap cap.
Fuck yeah.
Like it looks kind of like
Like an aviator.
like an aviator cap, but he like wears it and then sometimes like ties the ear flaps up.
They throw that in, yeah.
Yeah, I just have
Yeah.
like a fucking stupid leather
Because they
cap
give
on.
they give Glitch this insane armor, and then they give Isaac this insane armor, and then they're like, "Here's a morning star," and you're like, "Is that hat?"
Can I get that hat too?
And they're like, "Oh, this? Yeah, I mean, yeah, we just had
It's
this."
like sort of too small.
I love it.
I want like a fucking Obi-Wan robe where I could like put my
Oh,
hood up.
Yeah, we get that shit'll be at Joe's asshole, which is the new name of the
Joe's
story.
asshole.
I was gonna have him name it after himself, but that's even better.
That's awesome.
Come on down to Joe's
but
asshole
yeah.
and get yourself a thing.
But yeah, that is. I think that is where we will close out our episode after the receiving of the royal armor as heroes of the realm.
Beautiful.
We pan up from Crescent City, a bird's eye view, going slowly up. You see the surrounding foliage, these fields of flowers and kind of desolation off to the far corner, more near Carathuan in Quinexia, and we look over at the island prison of Grimwater. It is on the Shimmer Lake, connected by a tram, located originally starting from the docks, carrying you all the way about miles out, like 25 miles out, into the middle of the Shimmer Lake, where on this vile-looking island sits this dark slate prison, designed to house the worst of offenders, evil mages, people who can't fit in a normal prison for fear that they would break out, or people who have committed heinous acts and they don't want to take up space in the normal dungeon. And we see through the front doors, passing these strange-looking, almost like electrical crackling with electricity, like these beams of like purple arcane energy that's just like looks like it's constantly shooting back and forth into these two separate poles. We pass that as guards walk around, and we see sitting in a solitary cell, cordoned off by the same purple cackling energy, a small halfling, bald on top, with a bushy beard, just staring down at the corner. And that is where we will end our episode.
Good freaking shit.
Thank you so much for listening to us. How are we feeling, boys, at the end of this? We'll do a little, I just want to talk a little. I mean, we have like 10 minutes until it's 3 hours, but
Feeling pretty good, actually.
Feeling juicy.
Feeling high and
I
mighty.
think we actually hit all the marks that I wanted to hit.
Yeah. Oh, I should say, with that ritual shit I did, I picked up the Eldritch Adept feat, and I'm taking Eyes of the Rune Keeper.
Some warlock shit, yeah.
And Warlock. Oh, also, what is the wand?
Oh, the wand that you got from Seraphinius?
Yeah.
I will say you did identify on it, because you have that spell. Ritual casting, whatever, it doesn't matter. Basically, that wand, okay?
Uh-huh.
It has 3 charges. The first time that you cast it on a creature,
Uh-huh.
it turns them into a frog. If you use the second charge to cast it on that same creature, it turns them into a bullywug. If you use the third, it has the possibility you roll a percentile die,
Yeah.
and if you get above the I'm gonna change it each time to whether it's like lower is better, higher is better.
Uh-huh.
If you hit within the percentile, it turns them into a frog hemoth.
Is this like a permanent thing?
You don't know.
Damn. Frog hemoth.
Just turn motherfuckers into frogs.
That's sick.
So
Should I
yeah.
just call it Seraphinius's wand?
Yeah. I don't have it statted out. I just knew what I wanted it to do.
Okay.
I
That's
love
sick.
that.
So yeah, you can call it whatever you want because it didn't have a name until you owned it.
It's the wand without a name. Right?
Did we?
Right,
Did
guys?
we? So yeah, how's everyone
Wait, the bully wand?
the bully wand?
That's such a
Yes!
good name.
The cyber bully wand.
But yeah, how did everyone get the shit they wanted to? Nate picked up the tavern brawler feat, hence the
Yeah,
everything is a
that'll
weapon.
be absolutely comedic in future episodes.
Yeah, it's
Just
fucking.
me just beating people with random objects.
Oh, we did level up to level 5 after everything. I don't know if we updated the sheets, but your strength, we'll worry about that after. His shit went up. And David picked up the Warcaster feat.
Yep.
So that's fucking exciting. Do we have any lingering questions? Oh, I have one. Where are we going next?
True.
Are we allowed to just pick whatever?
Pick wherever you want to go. And we'll go there. There are story threads leading us various places. But
True.
I literally after midway through episode 9, I think we're probably going to dip to somewhere.
Yeah.
Start the journey somewhere. Where does everyone want to go?
I feel like we have the one storyline for Glitch. We'd have to go to Arsene. That's the northern place.
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd have to go to Carathuan first to grab his ship.
Ooh.
Ooh.
That'd be interesting.
That'd be cool.
So that's a possibility. You don't have to follow that right away.
I think we should do that. That sounds interesting to me.
That sounds cool as fuck, actually.
It sounds like some Star Wars shit.
Honestly.
And also, this chair's so loud. I can't fucking win, man. I have a computer chair that's too loud, that breaks. Then I have a stool that's too loud.
And
Also,
I'm about to break it.
and I feel it. You're fucking staring at it. But also there may be no, never mind. Hey, fuck.
No, say it.
Dude.
It doesn't matter because you
What
did
are
the
you doing?
retrial thing. If you went the other way, Quentin would have been like, go to Carathuan because there's some shit there.
Damn.
But you did the retrial option, which is like what I hoped you would do.
Yeah. I'm excited.
So we might go to Carathuan.
That'd be sick.
Sounds good to me. I'm honestly super interested in that.
I'm fucking stoked. I so badly want to tell you more, but I feel like I gave you so much just by not even gave you so much, gave you like too much, I should say.
So is it basically like we kind of do like one arc in each area.
Pretty much. I want to make it less like cut and dry than that.
Yeah, but it'll basically, like at the end of the whole thing, there won't be like an area we didn't go to, right?
Hopefully, yeah. I want you guys to. Maybe there won't be. You won't go to like smaller towns, but you'll go to like the main cities.
But
of
each
place.
like country or whatever.
Yeah.
Are they considered countries?
I guess so. Yeah, they have their own like.
I thought it was like the different kingdoms.
Yeah, I guess I would call it kingdoms. They all have different governments though that act very similar to countries. So, but yeah, I would call them kingdoms in lieu of fantasy. But yeah, Karathuan is not going to take like as long as this took.
Yeah, no, I was just curious, like if every area would be visited before the end of this.
He's doing the bit again. They're doing the bit again. But yeah, I want to keep it fluid.
Yeah, you really Cleveland Brown style lore dumped on us.
Facts.
Cleveland Brown.
Yeah, it was like watching Two Girls, One Cup the way you dumped on us with that
did
lore.
you mean Cleveland Steamer?
Oh, yeah, that's what I meant.
I was like, wait, what did Cleveland Brown do?
Hi, everybody.
No.
Holy shit, that's good.
Please cut both of those jokes.
Leave my impression in with no context.
yeah. I'll leave that in too. So.
No.
But yeah, I really wanted to hit the lore points. You know, in the downtime episodes, you gotta fucking smack people with lore.
For real.
The
That's
downtown
true.
episode.
The downtown episode.
That is true.
The episode where we walk around like Peter Parker in Spider-Man 3.
Yeah,
That's the whole episode.
Mhm.
In our new clothes we got.
dude.
Like,
Yeah,
yeah, we just walk around doing cringy shit.
Dipping people and shit.
I'm surprised I know that fucking line, actually.
I know.
The fucking, is that a trumpet line?
I think so. Yeah.
Jesus.
That's from Spider-Man 3, isn't it?
Yeah.
sir.
When he
That's what
does
we're
the
talking about.
Bully Maguire dance.
I'm just surprised I fucking remember it.
The Pale King got introduced too.
For real.
Yeah. And then thrown away. But he's with me forever now.
Yeah.
Oh, I also wanted to say in the episode, fucking, I imagine Isaac would have checked his eyes, and me and Mikey talked about it, but I want like a special rune from each language to have been
Inscribed on your
almost like inscribed on the iris of my eyes.
So it looks like some fucking
Like you can barely tell that it's like there. It looks
Right.
like the like the lines that you have in your iris.
Yeah.
Like it almost like blends in with that, but
Oh,
if you
that's
took a
sick.
close look, you'd be like, what the fuck?
it glows like the fucking lettering on the ring.
Dude,
Yeah.
yeah.
One ring.
That's so fucking sick. Yeah, does anyone have anything we want to say before we wrap up this episode?
Make sure you drink lots of water
True.
and get good sleep.
Yeah.
True.
Like
Just do it for us.
Yeah.
Don't take melatonin for too long because your body will get used to it.
Just take Xanax and drink a lot of Mountain Dew.
Yeah.
Join
voltage.
the Marines.
Punch holes in walls and shit.
Facts. Your whole
What?
What
about that
end of my sentence. I choose to not continue. Your whole.
Your hole. Okay.
When you put the actual applause in the one episode,
Oh,
that
yeah.
shit was so funny because I forgot that I was like, Mikey puts applause right
I'm-
here, and then you did
I'm
it.
going to do that if you guys make me do shit like that. Like,
I think we are like a running joke we should have outside of the game is that we have like a live studio audience.
I would love that.
So we should not like
That we
all
have
the
the- we have
time,
the
but every
executive
once in a while
producer.
sprinkle in like a crowd applause for no reason.
We have the executive producer in the corner screaming at us, and then we have a
Yeah,
live studio.
like the Eric
audience.
Andre show with like the little old guy who's always like
Yeah,
in
just
the
stares.
corner with like a gun and shit.
Our lead writers are holding us at gunpoint right now.
Yeah, this whole thing is scripted.
The whole running joke throughout this is that we none of this is all of it's planned.
We were captured and we're being forced to play D&D
Yeah.
The
by
other
top Hollywood execs.
the other smaller running joke is that Mikey wants to beat us at everything. He
Yeah.
doesn't want us to actually do
He
well.
nearly beat us in that Forest of Cats fight, but
Yeah.
I
Wasn't
wouldn't.
successful.
Blint would
is-
not have it.
He has microaggressions against us.
And I would have succeeded if it wasn't for you pesky kids or whatever the fucking you meddling kids.
Yeah.
I would have.
But yeah, Will, you want to hit him with the socials?
Yes. Don't forget to follow us on our social media accounts on Instagram and Twitter and YouTube. I'm pretty sure just across the board. We are under Quested Pod. Don't forget to subscribe, follow, like our posts.
LinkedIn, eBay,
Yeah.
all that.
We're on like Wayfair,
Red
Yeah. Shine.
Sheen.
Sheen fucking.
We're on Shine and Sheen. We're on Honey.
Send us like $40 on PayPal.
Yeah. Yeah, can I have like $13?
Yeah, we're gonna drop our Venmos in the bio.
Start putting the Venmos in the bio.
Our personal bio.
Yeah.
Our personal Venmos in the Quested bio.
I mean, shit, if you liked it, just sauce me like $5.
Wait, we should have people fund our DoorDash purchases.
Oh my God.
I don't know what about D&D makes me want DoorDash so
D&D
bad.
makes me want to eat.
True.
For real, like if I could eat while doing this and not be obnoxious in the mic, it would be perfect.
True.
But if you want to fund our DoorDashes, please send as much money as you feel like you can to our personal Venmos.
That you could comfortably send.
Yeah, don't break the bank for us. Just if I can get a hot meal,
Just
Once
like
a
ride
week.
the line of that.
Yeah.
yeah, like
Skirt the line of whatever you're
it'll
comfortable
all be
with sending
used
us,
for
but the
food, no
maximum.
matter how much you send.
Yeah, if you could buy me like a Dunkin' coffee, that would be fucking sick.
Yeah.
True, yeah.
Yeah, like
But if you don't,
That's cool
just
too.
stop listening. I'm just kidding.
Oh my God.
Please
Yeah.
keep listening.
someone could like buy me a bike.
Yeah, we'll want some
something.
I just
bike.
want a
What do you
bike.
want, Mikey?
I would like $300.
Okay, David, what do you want?
Dunkin' coffee.
Okay, yeah, he already said that. Okay, V-Bucks is accepted. I want a 40-pack of white Hanes t-shirts. So, if anyone wants to send those in. But not used, though. Not like last time.
I'll take used ones.
Yeah, David likes used clothes.
I just take David's used clothes.
Yeah.
We all wear David's hand-me-downs.
I like David's
Really?
smell.
We
Yeah.
have to give our clothes to David before we actually wear them so he can wear them before us.
Yeah, so I can get my stank on them.
Yeah.
I like the idea of he's like always with me, via stank.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I love his smell.
Yeah, I love his scent.
I could just lift my shirt to my nose and be like, David's here, huh?
Fucking smell.
Yeah, I have a line of clothes called boyfriend clothes. They'll just smell like me.
It's just
Holy shit.
oversized.
When we get
hoodies that
merch, we
smell.
I
wear
bet
the
that would
merch.
sell, like, actually.
I mean, he's a hot commodity.
I think to a group of people that would sell pretty well.
Just wait until
Honestly.
we got video. They're gonna be like, "Damn,
Yeah.
True.
They're
Damn, baby.
You
Like,
better wear these shirts before
Damn,
you
these
sell them to us.
fuckers are sexy.
damn."
I do be
these
wearing
fucking-
nice cologne, so I do smell good.
You do smell good. You do smell good.
The silence after.
Yeah, you smell so good, bro.
It smells so fun. It's like 3
Smells
hours.
so fucking good.
Do we want a mouth noise for the end of the episode?
We have to say goodnight.
Oh yeah. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Oh fuck! Ow, you bit me. You fucking bit me. Ow. You bit me.